I look into their eyes and you see a brand new world shining in the distance. They say that the people here are magic. They say that the people here have magic in their hearts. Look into their hearts and you'll see the light of love shining. There's a word that the people say here, a word that reminds you of some distant time ago, the time many years ago when magic was a way of life. What shall I show you? How can I show you what I saw? The voice of all, the voice of all, the voice of all. Oh, friends, how can I describe? How can I describe such joy? The voice of all, the voice of all. Like an arrow pierced my mind. Calm and quiet I became. All my troubles, all my stories, all my sorrows died away.
Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. Hope you all had a great Diwali week. So Diwali is all about lights, no? And the Murli we heard yesterday, which is originally dated as 2nd Feb 1970. So Baba was talking about light, light of the soul. So when we remember Baba, we absorb powers from the supreme power in our yoga. Then how do I recognize that how much power I have accumulated within myself? Or as Baba said, what is the power of the bulb of the soul? How do I know that? Right? Is the battery of my soul being charged or not? So these were the things that Baba took up in yesterday's Murli. And the title, as you all can see, it was The Recognition of Soul Power. So how do I recognize what is the power of my soul, or how much is the light in the soul? So Baba drew our attention here in this Murli to a form of service that we need to do in the final times, right? Baba was talking about service through the eyes. And then in the later part of the Murli, Baba explained that how we can do that kind of service, what qualities we need to imbibe in ourselves. And he also mentioned which area we need to work upon, or what is the main obstacle that comes along this path of our making efforts, right? So we will churn together on this Murli. Um, if you all remember, what did Baba say? Baba was talking about projector in those days when Baba originally spoke this Murli in 1970s. So we just started using projectors in seva, no, in service. And at that time, the power of the projector was not very good. So some pictures would be visible clearly, some wouldn't be visible clearly. And taking that example, Baba said, so it depends on the power of the projector, right? The clarity of image seen depends on the power of the projector. The more the power of the projector, the more clearly visible the picture will be. So Baba said, what is the projector for us? You all can unmute and answer in between or put it in the chat box. What is the projector for us, Baba said?
The eyes.
Yeah, Baba said your eyes, each eyes of each one of you is a projector. So that's so beautiful, no? Only Baba can think that ways, I feel. Your eyes are your projector, Baba said. And then what do you project? What do you project through your eyes? If you can see the screen, you can see Baba's drishti, Dadi's drishti, Mama's drishti. Can you all share what qualities or what do you feel through this drishti? Everyone will have a different experience of drishti, right? So what do you feel when you look at this picture? What qualities are revealed to you through Baba's drishti, Dadi's drishti, or Mama's drishti?
It cuts off something in my, it dissolves. When you just look at Babdada's eyes or something, there is something in your system, in your body, it just dissolves or something. And somewhere he's taking us, somewhere very far. A kind of, I don't know if it's a power or something, but something runs through your system as if your chemical, some kind of a change, where especially Babdada's eyes gives me that kind of a dissolving.
Yeah. Yeah. Through drishti, you receive so much power, you feel something is melting, no? Inside. You feel so light. Yeah, anyone else would like to add to this?
Om Shanti.
Love and power. Yeah.
There's a lot of acceptance and just taking. I have an experience of these eyes. Hindi mein kahun, it's like sama jate hain. It takes everything out of you and makes you settled with wherever you are.
Yeah.
There is absolutely acceptance to who you are and who you are not.
Yeah, I like this what you said, Rakhi, then accepting, so much. It feels like open-hearted, no? Especially I have personally seen Dadi Janki, so I can tell about her. When you would see Dadi or you would take drishti from Dadi, it was like she accepts you as you are. And Baba does that, right? He accepts you as you are. No judgmental drishti, nothing like that in the drishti, right? So you are loved as you are. Yeah, very nice answers you all are giving in the chat box as well. Akras and stable, divinity, purity, love, power, mercy. Right? And when you see Baba, when you receive Baba's drishti, you feel going beyond, no? Beyond this world. You forget everything for some time. Right? There are experiences and the yagya stories where people shared when they would go in front of Brahma Baba and they would forget everything. They would just go beyond this world. They would decide and go in front of Baba that they want to say this, they want to share this, or whatever complaints they had even. But then as soon as they went in front of Baba, they would forget all those things. So this is the power of drishti, no? So Baba was saying that our drishti, our eyes become a projector, and what do they project? They project what is there inside, right? Your eyes reveal your internal stage, no? In Hindi it is said, "Aankhein bolti hai." Aankhein kya bolti hai? What is going on inside, no? Right? Yeah. So when we see this drishti, Baba, as Baba was saying that Baba was talking about clarity or power. More the power of the projector, more there is clarity. Similarly, for our eyes, Baba was saying, more your eyes are full of spirituality. More your eyes are full of spirituality, the more clearly the picture can be seen, which means you can give a clear experience to others, right? Of what you are experiencing from Baba or through this knowledge. You can pass it on through your eyes without speaking much, or rather without even speaking anything. You can share this experience, right? So, yeah.
Actually, when you said the word clarity,
Yeah.
and you were speaking about drishti. I found when I don't know what, I don't know that looking into the eyes or that looking into the soul, they say, look in the poet. It's never like that. See, with each, it was different. As you said with Dadi Janki, I felt like steel. You know what is steel? Stop. She'll just stop. Your mind will never wander anywhere. She just holds you in her gaze. And like as if, you're like, oh, either udhar nahi dekhna hai. That kind I found.
Yeah.
Mama, of course, we never
Yeah, she would catch immediately if she would see
catch.
someone seeing her
Kaha
and
ja rahe ho? Kaha ja rahe ho? Baith jao. Like that, as if she's telling. She has done that even when she reads the Murli. I have seen some things. Kaha ja rahe ho? Yahin baitho. Yahin baitho. No, but I never had like that. But Dadi Janki, they could see her, she will hold you. I call her as a steel gaze. Prakash Mani Dadi, I was very close to her, hugging and all. She had some, Samana. She had some kind of,
lot of love.
you can go and tell her any rubbish. I have spoken to her so many things. Like she was something different. I had no fear, no fear. Aisa jake, she will, I think she's hugging me. Baap Dadas is a different thing. As somebody had rightly said, it takes you away. It just shows you. So each one's gaze is like that. So imagine how should make my eye. I don't know, sister, really, it's
Yeah,
such a
it is said, no, energy of the soul, it flows through your body, no? So there are different channels. So the most important one is your eyes, right? And second, they say your hands and your feet, your legs. That is why you touch the feet of your seniors or elders in the family. You bless through your hands because you radiate your thoughts, your energy, your good wishes through these channels. But the most important one is drishti, and we all know this very well. What is the importance of drishti in yagya? Baba has always taught us that, right? To give drishti, to receive drishti. So here I would like to ask you all, or just if you all can share, any one of you can share, if you have any specific experience, any special experience of Baba's drishti, which you remember and which really touched your heart. It can be a small experience or a magical one, anything. Bab-Dada's drishti, while receiving Bab-Dada's drishti, any special experience if you've had, you would like to share, you can share here.
2003, I'm not sure of the date, sister. I can never forget. You know, they give you a pink ribbon to go up the stage and all. And I never wanted to go for it, but I really wanted. I've seen people going up. But I don't know, really, can I go up to Bab Dada and what can I show him? He will scream me out. Am I totally prepared? But I went. I still remember you're standing in the queue and you could see, you know, when Bab Dada is giving drishti to somebody in front of him, his pupils go to the corner of that eye and it looks as if he's looking at the next person. And then it goes back to the center and then he's giving drishti. So like that, there was a lot of teasing which I had. I said, oh, okay, my chance is going to come. My chance is going to come. And I was just putting myself and getting myself ready for the drishti. There was a lady from Mauritius in front of me. Baba was giving a power. I could see, he was giving I could see all that drishti. I never got any of that. But sometimes that pupil used to go slowly to the corner and I used to, you know, catch that. But the direct drishti, then came my chance. I still remember so much I wanted to say, so much I wanted to do. I just looked at Baba and I forgot everything. Luckily, somebody had just nudged in a bouquet in my hand. It was not mine. I still remember Baba looking at me, but he's not looking at me. I know that she never touched me, but I'm looking at him. I said, Baba, please look at me. Please look at me. I gave the flower. I could feel that thing in my hand, which I can never forget. That time Dadiji was there. She was close. Kya puchna hai, pucho. But nothing. I just looked at Baba. I just looked. You know, you could see two rays thing coming over. What you can ask? What is there to ask? Nothing. I just got up, cried, and I went off. Then they are saying, Baba ne kaha ki baap jante ho, dil se sache ho, baap se pyar hai na. But nothing I could hear, nothing. That drishti, I have never got any time. Sister, that's an experience. I don't know how to tell you.
Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. I also feel whenever we take drishti from Baba, before Baba begins with the Murli, you know, in the beginning he gives very powerful drishti. So at that time, I sometimes feel that whatever thought I create in front of Baba at that time, you know, you have some elevated thoughts for your efforts, for your future. And it is kind of Baba's drishti when you receive, it is kind of he stamps your thought, you know, yes, he blesses in that way. So that is also one experience that whatever I create, whatever thought I create in front of Baba and receive Baba's drishti, Baba will fill his power in that thought, no? To make it practical, to make it a reality. Anyone else would like to share?
Om Shanti sister, I too had the same experience. So when I went to Madhuban for the first time at 2008, March 16th, it's the first thing I feel that really who Baba is. So till that I had an attraction and I used to come daily to the class. And but till that I didn't feel God is. I liked every point, but I can't come to the I can't live a day without coming to the class. So that much I am attracted with Baba. And for the first time in 2008, March 16th, I am go for Madhuban. So at the first, similarly, before starting the Murali, Baba is giving a powerful drishti. And senior brothers and the group, I am coming from Tamil Nadu, and the brothers sisters are guiding me. each day how to take benefit of each class, like that in park, Tapasyadam, everything. So similarly, before on the day of Milan, and one of my senior brothers is giving instructions how to make use of that, and he's telling the same thing. So while giving Baba's drishti, each of your sins will be absolved, and all your elevated thoughts will be come true. So how much you can create elevated, that much you can able to do. So like that, and he's giving the same example. So like in your kitchen, if you are having any things keep damp, so you'll open that in a sunlight, and in very few seconds all that dirt things will go off, and the things become very pure. All your worms, everything will be leave your things, like that. He's telling that example also. And the moment I am sitting in the group of people, and I feel that it is only between me and Baba, and Baba is giving his full introduction to me, who he is, and how much I am understanding him, and I am only for you, that much feel, and I too merged in that love, and I can't come away from that. Not only that one is very deep experience, and each Baba meet and the drishti I love the most. Similarly, I stretch my thoughts, how much elevated I can able to create towards my effort, towards all benefit. So I stretch my limit to create that much elevated thoughts and drishti. And similarly, after Murali Baba, each one is going and meeting Baba, and Baba is giving his hands like this, moving from up to down each time. And each time I feel that the hand is upon my head. It's on my shoulder. Like you say, the we can reveal through the eyes, and the power can we can receive through the hands, and both the things I feel each time. And sometimes even if I get hurt or some fear, if I had, I'll play that video in YouTube also. Baba is giving his hands of by seeing drishti as well as his hands, and it is upon me, and it is passing deep inside my intellect also. So, thank you, Sister.
Yeah, someone said in the chat box, no, main hoon na. Baba's drishti says that I'm there for you. So you have that assurance inside that yes, Baba is always there for me, right? Through Baba's drishti. Yeah, very nice. Thank you for sharing that, sister.
Shanti sister. I
Ji.
have felt
Yeah.
when I go before Bab Dada's photograph in my meditation room, that Baba is Achal and Radol. He is sitting silently and he is totally carefree.
Yeah.
While I can sit in front of Bab Dada for hours together, opening up my mind while he listens it calmly. There's
Yes.
no doubt, no question. He's always accommodative, what I have felt. So at the end of it, I feel that yes, somebody has listened to me. Yes, I'm happy now. I'm relieved. I walk back empty mind again. Shanti.
Sometimes even I have experienced, like you tell a lot to Baba, you tell a lot to Baba. Baba keeps on listening and just smiling, just smiling. He won't say you anything, right? Sometimes you feel like that. Baba is just smiling, and then through his smile, you feel so much relieved kind of feeling or contented inside that nothing else remains, right? Even though Baba doesn't say anything, or you are not able to catch what Baba is saying directly, but through his smile, through his drishti, mm, you feel relaxed. Yeah. So moving ahead, uh, okay. Baba asked us a question in this Murli yesterday. So can you all remember what question Baba asked looking at this picture? What did Baba ask relating to this picture you can see on the screen?
How powerful the bulb is.
How powerful your bulb is, right? And how do you know that? Baba asked us, do you know Do you know what is the percentage of your light? So Baba said, those who think that they know the percentage of their light, of what type their bulb is, Baba asked them to raise their hands, right? If you know what is the power of your bulb, you raise your hand, right? So like in bulbs, there are different kinds of bulbs, 0 bulb, 100 watts, 1000 watts, a lighthouse where the light can travel to far distance. So what kind of light is there in my soul or within me? What is the power of the soul? Hmm. So for this, Baba said, clarity, right? As we were talking in the beginning as well, more the power of the projector, the more there is clarity. Similarly, the more the power of the soul, the more Baba said there is clarity. And so Baba was talking about in this aspect, you can check your power according to the clarity you have. So I need to check in myself, do I have that kind of clarity? Is everything clearly visible to me? So here Baba mentioned three things actually, which you can club into two parts. Like through your own efforts, you can know the power of the soul, and secondly, through your service, right? Through the souls whom you serve, you can know how much is the power of the soul. So here Baba said, first thing, what clarity will you have when there is power in the soul? What clarity will you have? One thing he said is that your path of efforts will be very clear, right?
Yeah.
There will be no confusion what to do, how to do. Can I do this or not? Or I cannot do this. This kind of, these kind of thoughts, So no confusion, no doubt, but a clear picture in front of you that I have to make these steps. I have to make this kind of effort in this life. So clear path of your efforts, right? And secondly, Baba said your future status will also be very clear in front of you, right? So how do you know your future status? Through your present efforts, no? Baba always says whatever your future depends on your present. Now, how much ever you accumulate, that will become practical or physical in the future. Like sometimes Baba says, no, uh, now how much knowledge you inculcate, the jewels of knowledge now which are there in your intellect will transform into jewels in future in the golden age. Or he says that how much control you have over your sense organs now, that much powerful king you will become in the golden age, right? So when there is self-sovereignty now, then there will be sovereignty in the golden age. So likewise, we can check our future status or what what can I attain in the future according to the efforts I am making now at present, right? And then the third thing Baba said, through the souls whom you serve, even they will have a clear picture of what efforts you need to make, right? So here Baba gave an example. Do you all remember what example he said?
Baba says that these souls, if they stumble,
Yes.
then it is a parameter for you to check how you have served them.
Yeah. Sometimes we just blame, no, it must not be their part in drama, or they're not making enough efforts, might not be there in their fortune. But Baba here brought a different perspective that you need to increase the percentage of your light, right? So here Baba gave an example of the seed and the fruit, no?
Fruit.
Yeah. So the quality of the seed will determine the quality of the fruit. Mm. So you're actually increasing the light of the soul or increasing your power, or as we were talking about drishti, how do you make your drishti powerful? Mm. What can you do practically? Baba is talking about light, a lot of light on your forehead, light in your eyes. So is it something physical? Physically, they will see any light? Mm. Or
Yes,
how? What? Yes.
What I feel when you said about how you can really portray that light and all. See,
Yeah.
when you gave those 3 points, sister, the first, of course, but the second, I have never, to be very, very honest, secondly, Baba saying you can see a future status. That sometimes, through that Swadarshan Chakradari, we do it. But the third one, yes, I have experienced it. You know that when Baba says, "Aapke ang ang se light nikal rahi hai," light from my forehead, light from my eyes, light from my nose, light from my hands, light from every part of your body. So if you can visualize yourself like that, like as if you're standing and somebody has switched on in your body a powerful bulb and all light is there, that picture which you have put is one of my favorite picture, which I call as a lighthouse. So I always feel if I'm able to really bring in the first, realize the light with me and burn that bulb through, I don't know, whatever his remembrance or something. Somebody is putting some blessings or whatever, then my whole body, that light, when it comes, I can show the clear path means I can be a lighthouse. So the lighthouse concept, even though it's in the sea, in the thing, I take it like somebody is going somewhere. Hello, this is my father, come here. So as if he's saying my light and coming here. I think the lighthouse concept is how I would like to show all a clear path.
So it's not about physical light, right? ऐसे कोई light दिखाई देगी आंखों में or on your forehead, nothing like that. But I feel it is the light of knowledge and the light of purity that Baba mostly talks about, right? Knowledge is light, we say, no? So more knowledge you understand, you go into the depth of knowledge, the more clarity you have in yourself, right? So your path of efforts is clear based on Baba's knowledge. What you need to do in this particular situation, what you should not do. So when you understand Baba's knowledge, when you understand Baba's Srimad, then there is clarity. So the more you churn knowledge, the more the light of knowledge increases in your intellect, in your third eye. Your understanding power increases. So more there is clarity of what to do and what not to do. And the light of purity comes with the more you are in your soul conscious stage and more you remember Baba, right? As brother is saying in the chat box that people will not see your body, but they will just see light. When does this happen? When you are in that soul conscious stage. If I am in my body conscious stage, anyone who comes in front of me, he will see the body only, right? But if I am in the soul conscious stage, that vibration will transmit. I will radiate that vibration of soul consciousness through my eyes or through my vibration. And then they will not see the physical body, but they will see the angelic body or the light body. Light body per se, not physically light body, but their attention won't go. As Baba was talking here about, there will be a time when people with tamoguni vision, tamoguni attitude will come in front of you. And at that time, what will you do? Or so in a way, Baba told us the method how we can remain safe in such a situation. Right? So there are many stories, many examples in the Yagi as well. Whenever situation came, or any person with a impure vision, impure attitude came, but they couldn't see the body, they could just see light. Dadi's example is of Dadi's is there, example of Brahma Baba is there, right? Someone came to kill him, but they could not see Baba's body. So this happens when I practice this, no? Practically what I have to do, the more and more what every day Baba tells in these Sakar Murlis, consider yourself to be a soul and remember me. So this basic effort, the more we do this, the more the light of the soul increases, right? The more you're soul conscious, beyond body consciousness, the more the light of the soul will radiate everywhere. Then people will have that experience, no, through your drishti or through your vibrations. So it's light of knowledge, light of purity, which increases the power of the soul.
Sister, just one point. Baba is mentioned in the Murli, at the time of destruction, this form of light will help you a lot. I remember Baba had mentioned in one of his Murli, like, samay aisa aayega, you're on the road, you're with your own daughter. That's the example I remember. If you're going on and you know somebody is going to attack her, if उस समय आपका मन में संकल्प आता है मेरा बेटी mine, then your daughter will be attacked. But if suppose you just give a thing of light on her, then not only you will be saved, but even she. So that mine, mera, all that Baba saying, Nashta Moha, you should become. But destruction, when Baba said, I don't remember in one of the Sakar Budi, Baba said, then the person who's coming to attack will not see, he'll just see light, and he'll leave and he'll go away. So that one experience Baba had mentioned in the movie.
Yeah, that is why I said that your internal stage is revealed through your eyes. As Baba was saying, your eyes become a projector. So it's important that we create our stage. And to create a stage, it is a continuous practice, no? It is not a one-time thing, or it will not happen suddenly. Or it will not happen that, no, I will think at that time, at that particular point of time, I will remember Baba and it will happen. No, it doesn't happen like that, right? So it is a process, as Baba says, everyday practice, everyday practice. So throughout the day, that is why Baba says, no, keep a chart. How much, throughout the day, how much do I remember Baba? How is my stage? Was I in soul consciousness or body consciousness? So the more you practice, I feel that this is the basic practice we need to do more and more. Then the power of the soul, the light of the soul will increase. And light, then Baba said, light will help you to serve, light will help you to remain safe, right? So your own safety and for others, service as well. So this light of knowledge, light of purity will help you actually. And then as somebody said in the chat box, Baba gave this example of seed and fruit, right? So if you're not able to know from yourself, Baba said you can know from your creation. You can understand from your creation what your stage is, right? So as is the seed, so is the fruit. So similarly, Baba said, as is the creator, so is the creation. So the souls whom you serve, you can see them, what is their stage or how they are progressing, how they are doing in their Brahmin life. Accordingly, you can know what is your stage. And Baba said, if your creation stumbles, if your creation is confused, then you understand that you need to increase the percentage of your light. Right? If you're lacking in this light, then you will see that the creation is weak. And Baba very beautifully, Baba explained, simplified for us that, right, if you go to the market and purchase some flowers or fruits, what kind of flowers and fruits will you take? Flowers which are very fragrant, flowers which are very beautiful, fruits that are good, good to eat, right? Nothing, anything which is spoiled or rotten, you won't take such kind of things, no? So the creation shows the creator, right? So that likewise, Baba said, you understand from your creation and then you improve yourself. So this was the example that Baba used and made it easy. And then in the later part of the Murli, as you can see here, Baba was talking about serviceable children. So I feel Baba connected it very beautifully. Like he was talking that in the final times, you have to serve through your eyes, through your vibrations, because there won't be much time to give knowledge or to speak so much, right? So just jisko Baba kehte hain, nazar se nihal karna. So to become such serviceable child, What qualities we need to have? Baba mentioned in yesterday's Murli. There are many things we can add on to this, but what do you remember from yesterday's Murli? What qualities do we need to have to become such serviceable children?
Constantly stable and be a detached observer.
Yeah, detached observer. Yes, this was the one thing, because Baba was talking about in Hindi very nice words like साक्षात्कार मूर्त बनना है तो साक्षी रहना है, साक्षी स्थिति में रहना है. So the more you stay in this detached observer stage, then Baba said you can become an image that grants vision. Right? So to grant vision, to give blessings through your form, that for that Baba said practice being detached. And it's so practical, so real, no? If you get involved, if you get engaged in something, then you cannot bless, you cannot give good wishes to that soul whom you're connected with. But if you detach yourself, as Baba was talking in yesterday's Murli, you have spiritual connection with everyone, then you can give good wishes. Then you can have an elevated vision towards everyone. Then you can give blessings, right? So I was listening to one class and one sister asked this question. It is easy to become detached when you don't know people, like somebody unknown or somebody is not connected to you closely. Then it's easy to see them as a detached observer, right? These souls are playing their roles and I am detached. So this is easy. But when it comes down to your close connection souls or souls who are in your close connection or relation, or the souls whom you live with every day, so in those times, in that situation, it becomes difficult to become detached. So you feel that the ones whom you stay with or the ones whom you come in contact with frequently, with them, is it easy to see as a detached observer their role, whatever they're playing, or it's difficult?
It is a process. I won't say it is easy, but for the first moment, yes, we do get attached. Because at the end of the day, this is my body of 63 births. But later, when I just see her as an instrument, that, oh, she's playing her role.
Yeah.
How can I change that? That role she's playing, when I just take her as if I'm on a stage and she's playing as my daughter or my husband or something, you know, that role, when I put on that actor, yes, to some extent, I do get attached, some extent.
Yeah, very true. So since 2-3 days in the Sakar Murlis, I remember Baba is talking about this going beyond this consciousness of I and mine, right? My husband, my children, my family. So we, this is where knowledge helps us, right? Knowledge that every soul is on their journey, every soul is playing their particular role. So I don't need to interfere in their role or I don't need to get involved. So this is a process, as you said, sister, very true. You need to practice this, no, more and more. So soul consciousness again comes here, that the more I consider myself as a soul, the more I see others as a soul, there is spiritual connection, and then it is easy to become detached. Otherwise, then, when there is consciousness of I and mine, then it becomes difficult to remain a detached observer, right? So, this was one thing that Baba talked about for being serviceable. Secondly, as somebody said in the chat box rightly, nasha or nishana. That is, Baba said, you need to have your target clear in front of you. So, your aim, your goal. And the second thing, Baba was talking in this aspect that uh, whoever the soul is in front of you, you are to serve that soul. So it should hit the target, which means your time, your energy should not go in vain, right? If you're giving someone knowledge, it should hit the target. So for that also, Baba was talking about this target should be clear. And the second thing Baba said, have that intoxication. When that intoxication is seen through your face, through your eyes, through your words, then they will experience that. And they will also have that importance, that significance of knowledge which you're sharing with them. So these two things Baba said you need to remember, that target and intoxication, nishana or nasha. Yeah?
Sister, can you explain that intoxication part? Because I know for a shooter,
Yeah.
target is needed. But, I was just trying to chant. What does Baba mean about this intoxication over here? Is it success or is it what? Because for me, a shooter is something, like Arjuna. I found he had that bull's eye. Can you please say what does Baba actually mean by the word intoxication here?
What I understood here in this context, Baba was saying that intoxication of the knowledge you have, intoxication of who I am, intoxication of who belongs to me or who is with me, or I have the authority of God's knowledge, I have the authority of God's powers, of God's company. When you have this intoxication, spiritual intoxication, pure intoxication, that is felt by others, no? You must have experienced this. Maybe I'm not able to put it very well into words, but when you serve some other souls, when you share knowledge with that, filled with Baba's love, and they also feel that, no? They can see that. You can see in others. Like when Janki Dadi used to share, you feel that intoxication, no? Through her. So much power, so much faith in Baba. You feel all these qualities when she would share knowledge. So that is what is intoxication, I feel. Internally, intoxication of your fortune, of what you are receiving from Baba. When you have that intoxication of what you are receiving from Baba, then it's easy to share with others. No? Those who are raising their hands, you want to share something? Rakhi Ben, Om.
Bhai, you can go first.
Yeah, Om Shanti. Basically, yeah, very well said. Actually, the intoxication is exactly the who's your mentor, who's my teacher, who's my father, who's my Sadguru. So once we are in that intoxication, then the nishana will be 100% accurate. But the moment I switch over from soul consciousness to even 1% of body consciousness, then the nishana is not going to be accurate.
Yeah.
So whatever amount of barud I can have, but the nishana will be somewhere different. So
Yeah.
I think that intoxication is who's trained me, who I'm Ruhani student of which professor, I mean supreme professor. I think
Yeah.
in my view that is the intoxication.
Baba
My
tells this many a times in the Sakar Murlis. Remember who is teaching you. Remember who is teaching you. Right? So he repeats this point very often, that who is teaching you, whose
That is a
knowledge.
nasha which Baba often says. Nasha
Yeah.
है बच्चे को बच्चा आपको नशा है कि
Mm,
कौन आपको पढ़ा रहा है सामने बैठ के, कौन आपका बाप है,
yeah.
रॉयल्टी.
Yeah. So, okay, moving ahead, Baba was talking about one obstacle that comes in our effort. Oh, sorry. You remember what obstacle did Baba say? What is the main obstacle?
व्यर्थ संकल्प का obstacles, waste thoughts.
Yeah. Waste thoughts, Baba said, is the main obstacle that comes as we move ahead on this path. And the solution to that obstacle is?
To be a guest and not to rest.
Yeah.
So this is
Being a guest,
Baba.
no rest,
Yeah.
and always be busy in Baba's intoxication, Baba's service.
So Baba plays with these words, no rest. Consider yourself to be a guest, and then there will be no waste. Yeah, Vinod Bhai, you're sharing this obedience there. So I was going to come to this point. Baba also talked about obedience when he was telling about the serviceable children. So this is one quality which we need to have as a serviceable child, Baba's child. And the main order, Baba said, obedience means to obey his orders, right? And the main order, he said, is to constantly stay in remembrance. This is the main order, Baba said. So check how much do I follow this order. That much obedient I am to Baba, right? And so this rest and guest consciousness, Baba said, you can churn a lot on this, but I think we've done with the time I have. So,
Sister, just one thing I wanted to say. See, at the end, what does Baba tell you? Baba says, you have to be, you're serviceable, but now become powerful. You are active, but now become accurate. And then he blesses us to be accurate. I like that. So now you are given us so much. I think at the end of this session, let us open to Baba. Let us see how powerful a bulb is. Really, because I feel some bulb in all of us that change. But I like that end. Then he's saying two qualities.
Yes, Baba is, I feel he's so wonderful. He acknowledges what you have. He appreciates everything. And he will also tell you what you need to do, no? So he said, you're serviceable, but now you become powerful. He said, you're active, now you become accurate. And accuracy here, he said, in your thoughts, words, and actions, right? Which means I feel here he meant was no waste. There should be such accuracy that there is no waste. As somebody mentioned in the chat box also, every thought, every second should be for your progress, for your self-service or service of others, right? Then there will be no waste. And this practice of being a guest is also very nice and very deep. You all can churn on this or maybe practice throughout the day that I am a guest here. And how will a guest behave? Behave as in what will be there inside of a guest. When I am a guest at somebody's place, what is there in my consciousness? How is my attitude? How is my vision towards whatever I see or towards wherever I am? So when you are a guest, everything changes, no? So we are all guests, we are all travelers in this world. And then not to rest, Baba said. And here I remembered one slogan many years back when I went to Madhuban. When you go to the dining hall, to the Bhandara in Shantivan, there was one slogan written there. I don't know if it's there now as well. But the slogan is, become free when you're busy, become free. When you're free, become busy. You understand this? When you're busy physically doing something, internally you free yourself, free up your mind and connect with Baba. Remember Baba, remember you're a soul. And when you're free, physically doing nothing, become busy with your mind. Right? So that slogan I remember here as Baba was telling that no rest and consider yourself to be a guest and use your every thought and every second for Baba's service, right? So in a way, Baba blessed us at the end. Stamping was like a blessing, no? That be accurate in everything you do, in your thoughts, in your words and actions, right? So, very nice, Murli. We all can practice this throughout the day as well. I am a guest here and increase the power of the soul. So again, I feel to put it very simply, consider yourself as a soul and remember Baba. Then the light of knowledge, the light of God's power, the light of purity in the soul will increase. And automatically service will happen, right? You don't need to serve, then service will happen automatically. Yeah? Anyone wants to add anything can do that, or else
To practice the guest consciousness, there is a specific Murli that has had an imprint on me. I will just share the date of that Murli if anybody wants to go and ref to that Murli. that is 17th July 1969, where Baba has specifically mentioned what it means to be in guest consciousness.
Yeah.
Shanti.
This Om Shanti, I just want to mention one aspect about Drishti
Yeah.
is it's like nowadays when we charge the mobile battery through the power source, but the latest technology is without cord, without the cable, you can charge any mobile or any battery. So that Drishti is something like this only. It can charge the higher frequency soul can charge actually a lower frequency soul through just the drishti. And I mean, that's the concept of drishti. Without it, in a very, very pure form, soul consciousness form, the soul gets elevated to a very different level, different vision, different attitude. Om Shanti.
Sister, as you said, time is moving. I
Mm.
remember the drishti of Bab Dada when he leaves. You know, it's really, it makes me cry. I can still remember that shot which they put on Bab Dada, and as he's leaving, he gives us power.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Same here, sister. Same here. When we
it's
see
so
in Babaji,
beautiful, I tell you. It's
the
just
tears
goes
will
deep. I
flow.
say, Baba, please don't go. And that song which they play, Aapki Drishti, da 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 da. So now when you said it's time, I just thought I should share. You know, whoever has seen Bab Dada's that Drishti, you know, you should just freeze that. Oh,
Mm.
koi kisi ka baal baka nahi hoga. Om Shanti, sister.
Actually,
Always
Drishti
have.
cannot be described. It is indescribable, actually, in words. Words are very raw, I mean, very gross. It's beyond words, beyond sound, beyond even the light.
True, true, very true. Yeah. So, what does Baba wants to see in us? Hmm? He wants to see us like him, no? Hmm? As Baba was talking about creator and creation, the creator will feel so proud, so happy to see his creation in such a way. So Baba wants to see us like him, no? So this practice we can do to have a drishti like Baba's drishti. Hmm? So powerful, so pure, so elevated towards each and every one. Baba always says, no, even the last child is very close to my heart. No? I love him. So this elevated vision towards each and every soul. So not get entangled in the roles people are playing, but see the soul, see the pure elevated form of the soul, and have this elevated drishti towards everyone. So radiate pure feelings, good wishes through your drishti throughout the day. Consciously, when you practice, then it becomes natural, no? So throughout the day, I think we can practice this, that pure vibrations, pure energy is radiating through my eyes. Peace is radiating through my eyes. So the atmosphere is also becoming powerful, and the souls who are coming in front of me are also being touched by these vibrations.
Exactly, sister. Yesterday, I just 1 minute in the center, local center, our Nimit teacher, sister, she told everybody to do Amne Samne Ka Yoga.
Yeah,
And that
that's very
time,
powerful.
and this soul, I did not know him, I mean, that soul. So when I was in front of him, I could radiate the same, with that drishti, tears were flowing in his eyes and my eyes. We were entirely beyond the body, and we were, exuberating the divine, that purity, joy, happiness, and we were really ecstatic. It was out of world
Mhm.
experience. So
Yeah,
it's
I
very
do
powerful.
feel that Drishti Yoga is very powerful. Right? That is why Baba tells, keep your eyes open and meditate. Remember, in yoga, don't close your eyes and sit. So you receive and you radiate through your Drishti. Okay? Thank you so much, everyone. Let's remember Baba for a minute and then we can close. Om Shanti. Om Shanti, everyone.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you.
Thank you,
Om Shanti, Divine Family. Thank you, Esther. Very
Shanti.
beautiful churning
Thank you.
today.
What a nice time.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Sharmila Ben. Thank you, Divine Family, and we shall meet tomorrow morning at 5 a.m.